We will continue to cooperate with the prosecutor who is leading the criminal investigation of her mother and her mother's boyfriend. And we, too, must thoroughly investigate this case and our practices at the Department of Children and Family Services. For that reason, I've appointed an independent review panel of 6 respected local and national experts. The panel was asked to independently review the case and assess whether staff followed DCFS policies and procedures, compare the timeline of responses and services to the state guidelines for response times, and assess whether the investigation and casework reflect solid child welfare practices. I've also asked the panel for recommendations to prevent this tragedy from happening again. The experts appointed to the Child Welfare Review Panel are David Crampton, Associate Professor of Social Work at the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel School of Applied Social Sciences at Case Western, LaJean Ray, Director of the Fatima Family Center since 1997 and longtime community advocate, Jan Flory, child welfare expert with more than 30 years of experience, including service with the New York City Division of Child Welfare, Marcia Rose Wycliffe, Institute for Human Services with more than 30 years of child welfare experience at the county, state, and national levels, Adam Jacobs, PhD, President of the Wingspan Care Group, and Dr. Lolita McDavid, Medical Director, Child Advocacy and Protection at University Hospitals Cleveland Medical Center, and Professor of Pediatrics at Case Western University School of Medicine. They will begin their work immediately. Thank you.
Thank you. Legislation introduced by Council. Consideration of a resolution of Council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2018-0067, amending resolution number 2016-0218, dated December 13, 2016, which authorized an Economic Development Fund redevelopment and modernization loan to Detroit Shoreway Community Development Organization for the benefit of a project located at 11801 through 11825 Lorraine Avenue in the city of Cleveland by extending the resolution sunset.
And this will go to the Community Development Committee. Committee report and consideration of a resolution of Council for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. Rules have been suspended.
Resolution number 2018-0052, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Move to adopt.
Seconded.
Council President, this resolution amends the county's class plan to revise classifications in HHS agencies and public works. It also adds a foster/adoptive recruitment specialist in the DCFS and removes 5 classifications in various departments, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of Council for second reading.
Ordinance number 2018-0004, amending sections 303.02, 303.03, and 303.05 of the Cuyahoga County Code to update the Civil Service Code of Cuyahoga County.
This item will move to the April 10th Council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Legislation introduced by the Executive. Consideration of a resolution for first reading adoption under suspension of rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
And seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2018-0068, amending the 2018-2019 biennial operating budget for 2018 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, for appropriation transfers, and for cash transfers.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Mr. President. Councilman.
My colleagues, this is the monthly fiscal resolution, and we submitted questions to OBM which were answered satisfactorily, and the questions and answers are on your desk. The major items include appropriation and closeout of grants, $2.5 million for debt service for the Q Arena bonds, allocation of $2.7 million in additional federal health and human services reimbursements, $4.2 million for additional work under the demolition program, $2.5 million for the build-out of the former Cleveland Police Headquarters, just over $1 million for the Community Development Supplemental Grant Program, routine cash transfers from the HHS Levy Fund for the Adams Board and Youth Services, and some technical corrections of prior fiscal agenda items. At this time, I'd like to move a substitute with the revised version that is on your desk. The substitute deletes the items related to communications and human services that were held from last month's resolutions. These items have not yet been resolved and were inadvertently included again in this resolution. I intend to work with my colleagues, council leadership, and the administration to work out a compromise on these items for inclusion in the next fiscal agenda. And I would like to ask if someone would second the motion for a substitute so that it can be considered.
Second. Motion for the substitute has been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the proposed substitute?
Aye.
All those in favor? We're getting there.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution has been adopted on its merits as substituted. Consideration of
Mr. President, excuse me.
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Substitute has been accepted, so now a vote needs to be for the merits of the resolution.
That's what we did. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution has been adopted on its merits as substituted. Consideration of resolution for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2018-0069, confirming the county executive's reappointment of the Honorable Bradley D. Sellers to serve on the Cuyahoga County Planning Commission, representing the Chagrin Southeast region for an unexpired term ending December 31, 2020.
And this is referred to Human Resources.
Resolution number 2018-0070, confirming the county executive's appointment of Scott Osicki to serve on the Cuyahoga County Community-Based Correctional Facility Governing Board for an unexpired term ending December 31, 2018.
This will be referred to Human Resources.
Resolution number 2018-0071, authorizing a revenue-generating ground lease agreement with Pace Aviation Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $907,179 to facilitate private construction of an airport hangar and related facilities and improvements to be located at the Cuyahoga County Airport, Curtis Wright Parkway, Highland Heights, for the period April 1, 2018 through March 31, 2038.
This will be referred to Public Works.
Resolution number 2018-0072, making an award on requisition number 41694 to United Survey Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $2,955,017 for the 2018 sewer rehabilitation program in various county sewer districts for the period April 30, 2018 through April 30, 2020.
And this will also be referred to Public Works.
Resolution number 2018-0073, rescinding resolution number 2017-0069, dated April 25, 2017, which declared that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing Coventry Road from Cleveland Heights North Corporation Line to Shaker Boulevard in the cities of Cleveland Heights and Shaker Heights, and which found that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's costs of said improvement.
Public Works.
Resolution number 2018-0074, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing of a road and parkway located in the city of Cleveland Heights in connection with the 2018 Operations Resurfacing Program. Total estimated project cost $581,000, finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's costs of said improvements for the items as listed on the agenda.
Public Works.
Resolution number 2018-0075, amending the Cuyahoga County travel policy by updating the language and policies to conform with the current form of government.
This will be referred to Human Resources.
Resolution number 2018-0076, making an award on requisition number 41251 to RSM US in the amount not to exceed $515,000 for third-party assurance assessment services for components of the county's enterprise resource planning system for the period April 17, 2018 through December 31, 2019.
This will be referred to Finance.
Resolution number 2018-0077, authorizing an amendment to master contract number CE 17026 with various providers for residential treatment services for the period February 1, 2017 through January 31, 2019, to change the scope of services effective February 1, 2018, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $3,755,000, and the providers are listed on the agenda.
This will go to Public Safety. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution number 2018-0056, authorizing an agreement with State of Ohio Office of the Auditor in the amount not to exceed $533,000 for an annual audit for calendar year 2017 for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2018.
And this item will move to the April the 10th, 2018 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2018-0060, authorizing the county executive to accept dedication of land for Ethan Drive in Gates Village Subdivision Phase 1, located in Olmsted Township, as a public street with established setback lines, rights of way, and easements. Authorizing the county executive to accept dedication of easements for construction, maintenance, and operation of public facilities and appurtenances in Gates Village Subdivision Phase 1 to public use, granted to the County of Cuyahoga and its corporate successors, authorizing the county executive to execute the final plat in connection with said dedications.
And we intend for this to be moved to the April 10th meeting as well for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2018-0064, making an award on requisition number 40102 to Young Women's Christian Association of Greater Cleveland in the amount not to exceed $1,936,749 for operation and case management services for the Norma Hare Women's Shelter located at 2227 Payne Avenue, Cleveland, for the period May 1, 2018 through December 31, 2018.
And this item will also move to the April 10th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0054, confirming the county executive's reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Child Abuse and Child Neglect Regional Prevention Council of the Ohio Children's Trust Fund, representing the Great Lakes region for various terms, as printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Council President, these individuals came before the Human Resource Appointment and Equity Committee on March 20th. The resolution reappoints Councilman Miller and Director Robin Martin to the board. They have been actively engaged on this board, and their appointment is much deserved. I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
Mr. President,
Councilman,
please note my vote is recused on this item.
please note the councilman's recusal. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0055, confirming the county executive's appointment of Kenneth Surratt to serve on the Cuyahoga County Tax Incentive Review Council for an unexpired term ending December 31, 2018.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Council President, this resolution appoints Ken Surratt, who we all know through the Department of Development. Per the Ohio Revised Code, the TURC is required to annually review property tax exemptions, and Ken Surratt also came before the same committee on March 20th, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0057, making an award on requisition number 41220 to WB Mason Company Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $1,075,000 for furnishing and delivering reprographic paper to various county departments and agencies for the period May 1, 2018 through April 30, 2021.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Moved and
And,
seconded.
Mr. President, Director from Public Works came before committee last week, explained WB Mason. This is for copy paper for the county, for the basic regular copy paper that we use. And so I would ask my colleagues to move forward with this piece of legislation so we can get copy paper in the county.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution's adopted. We have copy paper.
Okay. Resolution number 2018-0058, making an award on requisition number 41626 to Global Outdoor Solutions, doing business as Fortunis Group, in the amount not to exceed $1,033,235 for the Bridge Box Beam Replacement Program Part 1 in various municipalities, authorizing the county engineer on behalf of the county executive to make an application for allocation from county motor vehicle $7.50 license tax funds and said amount to fund said contract.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, Nicole English of the Public Works Department came before the committee last week to discuss these two projects. These are two bridges, the Abbey Road Bridge and the Harris Road Bridge, that are in dire need of repair. I believe the Abbey Road Bridge was built in 1970 and last had surface work in 1997, and the Chippewa Creek Bridge in Broadview Heights was built in 1963, and they had wearing surface repairs in 1997. Again, these are to replace, I believe, the beams going underneath. This is a pretty specialized project, and it's an important project, so I'd ask my colleagues to move forward on this piece of legislation or suspension as well.
All those in favor? Aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0059, making an award on requisition number 41842 to Terrace Construction Company Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $1,792,814.14 for improvements to future Amazon site perimeter roads, including Warrensville Center Road, Emory Road, and Northfield Road in the village of North Randall, authorizing the county engineer on behalf of the county executive to make an application for allocation from county motor vehicle $7.50 license tax funds in the amount not to exceed $300,000 to fund said contract.
Motion to adopt.
Second, and I'd also like to add my name, please.
Please add Councilwoman Brown's name to this resolution.
And Mr. President, with this resolution, request has been made by the Public Works Department to move forward in allowing these roads surrounding the future Amazon site perimeter area to be worked on so that when the actual work at the Amazon site goes up, construction trucks and traffic won't have to readjust to what they're trying to do. So they want to move on this as promptly as possible. So I would ask that my colleagues support this resolution.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0061, making an award on requisition number 41069 to Relics Incorporated, doing business as LexisNexis, a division of Relics Incorporated, in the amount not to exceed $657,664.80 for print and online legal research services for various county departments and agencies for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2020.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. President, my colleagues, this is our standard contract with LexisNexis for legal research subscriptions. It operates efficiently by combining the needs of several county departments into a single 3-year contract for $657,665. It includes both online services and printed materials, with the larger share of the cost being for online resources. It was unanimously recommended by Finance and Budget Committee for passage on second reading suspension.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0062, authorizing a sole source contract with Integrated Precision Systems Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $2,688,573.91 for maintenance and support of the Enterprise Network Security System for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2022.
Move to adopt. Mr. President, my colleagues, this is a standard 5-year contract with integrated precision systems for $2.67 million for maintenance of electronic systems that control access to county buildings. This contract is sole source, as we are contracting with the vendor whose equipment we are using. However, we anticipate putting the next contract for this service out for bid to see if any other vendor is willing to install and operate their equipment at a competitive price. This item was unanimously recommended by Finance and Budget Committee for passage on second reading suspension.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0065, authorizing Title 4D cooperative agreements with various providers in the total amount not to exceed $11,611,805.77 for child support services for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2018 for the providers as listed on the agenda.
Move to adopt. Resolutions ending in 0065 as well as 0066 are routine contracts for child support services. They are cooperative agreements mandated by the Ohio Revised Code and the ODJFS regulations in order to specify the services which will be rendered by the following providers that are listed. And I ask for passage.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2018-0066, authorizing Title 4D cooperative agreements with various providers in the total amount not to exceed $107,825.73 for child support services for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2018, as printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Moved and seconded.
Nothing this time.
Yes. Companion piece. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of a resolution for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2018-0045, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing of various roads and a boulevard located in various municipalities in connection with the 2019 50/50 resurfacing program, finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's costs of said improvements for the projects, and in the estimated project cost is printed on the agenda.
Motion to adopt. Second. Mr. President, I would ask my colleagues' support on this resolution as well. This is part of the 2019 50/50 resurfacing program, whereby which the county will match up to $250,000 in funds for the local municipalities who are in need of road repair. And there are obviously several municipalities in need of road repair at this time of year. So I'd ask for my colleagues' support in moving forward with this resolution under suspension.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Please add Councilman Jones's name to the resolution.
Well, add my name as well, please.
Chairman Schuman's name to the legislation as well. Committee report and consideration of a resolution for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2018-0048, authorizing an economic development fund place-based mixed-use loan in the amount not to exceed $2 million to Project 29 Partners for the benefit of the Church and State Mixed-Use Project located at 2850 Detroit Avenue in the city of Cleveland. Mr. President, this item did receive committee recommendation to be considered by the full council for third reading adoption at tonight's regular meeting.
Motion to adopt.
Second. Mr. President, this is a vacant lot that's been sitting for decades as a gravel yard, which did not contribute much in the way of taxes out there. So what we did is we asked for this to go back to the Economic Development Department, take another relook at this, because we didn't like the fact that it was running for 25 years. They did come back, they listened to us, and came back with a proposed substitute, which was to take 10 years off of that so we could get our money back working out in the streets for further economic development. So with that, it came before the committee. They also are looking at earning interest. This is not a grant. This is interest bearing, and it comes in at a higher yield than what our own investments are yielding right now. So it's important. This money is going to be working, even though it's not at a rate as much as we would like to see perhaps, but it is at a rate higher than what we're currently earning in regards to the funds out there. Other things that I think have some real merit in regards to this is that the vacant lot did not do much in the way of contributing to school board contributions. This will now have 156 units on the premises, of which the city of Cleveland, though they vacated and abated their own internal taxes, the school's taxes are not vacated. So that's important to know that what went from a vacant lot making no contribution or very little contribution to the schools now will be 156 units, all contributing their full value of those lots to the school side. In addition, there will be retail in the space, of which there's going to be a vet services in there. And if you look at that neighborhood, vet services are not something that's being currently distributed to those with animals and pets. And the other thing is also being targeted as a pharmacy. So you've got a series of all of which none of those taxes will be abated for anything on the retail side. And lastly, I think that something that came out in our last hearing was that we had Dave Wojnarowski from the construction laborers side come forth and indicate that the $42 million is coming from the union itself to invest back in the community. So they felt so worthwhile, this project, that they are the ones that are buying the $42 million of the bonds. So with that, I would encourage, and I congratulate the president for sending this back to committee for rehearing, and I appreciate that. And with that, I would ask for my colleagues to support this.
Is there any comments or discussion?
I would like my name added. I strongly support this piece of resolution. It is the development project is within my district. I know there were a few individual community stakeholders that were naysayers in regards to the project, but I feel that there was enough community involvement and support and discussion with them over a year's time for them to get it, to decide on it. So I fully support the project.
Is that Councilman Conwell's name to the resolution? Without further discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The rules have been suspended.
Ordinance number 2018-0001, providing for modifications to and adoption of the Cuyahoga County Human Resources Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual to be applicable to all county employees.
Move to adopt. Second. All right. Before we get into, I know we have additional amendments, and I know some of you have them. I want to first thank everyone for their hard work on this policy manual. We spent months working on this revised manual and have made significant changes to the proposed manual, including removing perks for executive level employees, adding additional controls to telecommuting and overtime policies, and modifying management's rights to ensure equity and transparency. With that being said, I would like to move to adopt the amendment marked as number 3 in your materials. May I have a second?
Second. All right. Heard and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, this item came to our attention this morning, and it relates to section 3.05 of the manual that prohibits employees from disclosing information about ongoing investigations. The amendment here that we have before us protects employees and recognizes the whistleblower protections in our county ethics code. Our staff drafted this language and distributed it to all of you earlier today. I ask my colleagues to support this amendment and move to incorporate this amendment into the HR manual. I've made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second. All those, you want to go forward with the other amendment? We need to vote on these amendments one at a time, don't we?
We do, yes.
Okay.
And we just so
Any
happen
more
to
discussion
cover-
on this particular amendment? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The amendment is adopted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We do have two other amendments before us this evening. I will turn the floor over to the sponsors of these amendments if that is appropriate. But we discussed these amendments in committee, and just for the record, I'd like to state I fully support them. I think Dell and Nan have the first amendment.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you,
Councilwoman.
Council President. Yes, I would like to offer an amendment under Section 9.08, the exempt employees exchange straight time. This amendment simply clarifies that straight time pay beyond 40 hours is temporary, and its purpose is to meet an urgent public safety or health need, or to meet specific critical project deadlines. It also adds that if the temporary need for time paid after 40 hours is requested to exist beyond 90 days, the extension is accompanied by a plan to correct the situation necessitating the straight time payments. I ask for my colleagues to accept this amendment.
Thank you.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further comments?
Mr. President, my colleagues, the ordinance as a whole builds toward our goal of having a consistent and sustainable personnel system by providing specificity on policy in several areas, particularly regarding straight time compensation. I support it under specific urgent and temporary circumstances because, unlike in the private sector, county exempt employees account for their time and work a 40-hour work week. To promote a consistent compensation system, I support it only under specific circumstances, and I support the amendment because it adds further clarity and specificity to the circumstances under which straight pay for extra hours may be used.
Thank you. I just wanted to comment that there have been a few amendments over the last several days after all the weeks, even months we've been working on this. I appreciate the work and input that members have made. I consider these amendments to be what we used to call in the legislature friendly amendments, and they are aimed at just clarifying, I believe, what the council is trying to say and do. Any other comments, Councilwoman?
Yes, and I support this amendment, and I will also be bringing forth a second one that's of a similar nature, which tends to put up a fence around the concept that this overtime is not a permanent continuation of a practice. It is for a temporary focus on limited constraints around that concept. And so with that, I support this amendment, and I'll be bringing forth a second one on the telecommuting concepts also.
Any other discussion or comments on this amendment? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. Councilman.
Thank you. And with that, I too wish to suggest an amendment in regards to telecommuting, and would ask that I would make a motion that the telecommuting language as has been presented here will be adopted.
Second.
There's been moved and seconded. Sorry about that. Didn't make a good job. And the purpose for this also is to say that telecommuting is probably going to be a way of the future at some point along the way in how we do business. But it's going to be for a very limited purpose as defined in this telecommuting, and it is not on a permanent basis. If we can develop and identify exceptions to why we need to be doing that, those will be used. And it doesn't go on infinitum. It has a 90-day window. If those exceptions are need to be looked at again,